Hello everybody. I'm not ashamed. My last message was kind of bloody raw. Yeah, but it's all good. It's all fine. I could speak freely about topics because feel like I'm over this stuff. And see, message now is about why we can't care too much about what people think of us. Fuck what people say, right? And also what they think, because I'm not even want to influence you and convince you of my opinion. See, I feel like YouTube and people that we choose to follow for a while, or just like on a this following is already a vertical hierarchy, and it's okay to have respect of people, but what I mean is, for some time we go on a journey together for some time, and we sometimes choose what our mind wants to eat, what content we want to put in our head. And me personally, I tell you, one of my greatest weaknesses at the moment is the mobile phone and the social media. And I believe, and I'm not trying to make excuses, that making a video is better than consuming video. But I consume a lot of videos every day. I confess this, But I learn through this, and I also find guidance. It's great leaders, great leadership, male or female, both. There's great teachers out there. And this is my lower self speaking. I'm not playing computer anymore. Now it's better to watch enlightenment streams, right? But this is just excuses. It's absolutely pointless. Anyway, what we digest, what we put into our mind is like food. We are what we eat. And the message today is about how we can't care anymore and have to just express ourselves authentically, right? I mean, I'm speaking about things like royal priesthood, inheritance, spirits, whatnot, generational curses. And when I start speaking as a psychologist, like, I'm not a psychologist, but I'm talking about trauma and psychopathy, and people, you can't care what people say. They will say you have not studied this at school. You have not a license to diagnose people, and this is true, and I'm not diagnosing anyone, but the thing is, no matter what you do, you can't care what people say. And what do they have to, if people talking something about you and you try to fit in, what happened? What happened when you try to fit in, right? Is it a relationship of equality and giving and taking? Have you experienced that you try to fit in and something fruitful came from that? Something prospering came from that? I'm not talking about these predatory parasites that I cannot diagnose. Of course they don't fit in. They are growing like a cancer into power structures and society, but that is something different. I'm talking of genuine personalities that have not sacrificed their soul to anyone, and they don't fit in society, yet they are very important, and they do not commit crimes in a legal sense, in a ethical, moral sense, in a relationship sense, in a traumatizing sense, in whatever sense you want. These people are not toxic, okay? yet they don't fit in. And if you belong to these probably intuitive introvert, however you want to call it, chosen one, yeah, people call us crazy when you talk about that, right? We're walking on eggshells wherever we go. We feel for everybody. We try to please everybody. Has ever something fruitful come from this behavior? I'm asking you, do they have something to offer for your qualities? You know, you're a person that is not fitting by nature. We are not in this dualistic worldview. We're coming from somewhere else. We're not black and white. We're not good or evil or in any other way split. We're not perfect. We are diverse pictures, shapes, unique, absolutely unique. And this is why we're not competitive. Because if I am uniquely built, created, then my purpose is absolutely uniquely created for me. Nobody can take it. Nobody can do what I can do. And I cannot do what is reserved for somebody else. So there is no competition in destiny. This is obvious. It's so obvious. But see, there is these programmed meat suits that don't understand this, and we know this. But now I'm asking you, do the people have something to offer for you that you are caring about, that you put empathy towards? You always give them second chances. You always show your force, your might, your power, just to a degree that they understand, okay, we don't mess with this person. But at some point, it just holds us back because we're wasting energy doing this. Tunnel vision. You see? Just mind your own business, go your way. Don't be empathetic with everybody. They cannot reciprocate it. It's like Native Americans that have been fooled, you know. They get glass pearls and they give their gold, their authentic cultural content for the bullcrap of our factories that is just a few pennies worth. This is when you exchange energy with the wrong people. All right? So we can't care anymore about this. You know, I rather speak my mind. I rather be considered crazy. Yet I know the world is crazy. Yeah, affirmation. Thank you. Thank you. These are the lords of the forest. Yeah. Did you hear the bird, right? Yeah. So we can't care for this. You know, once when I was working as a gardener still, I had a boss. It was somewhere abroad, somewhere, another city. He had a child on his karma with a car accident, you know. And he still drove like the devil himself. It was the time when my first-born daughter was being born, all right? And I told him I have to go to the doctor with the mother to see the child, you know, on this computer device, right? On the sonograph. Okay, and he asked me, is there a medical necessity that you do this? So you invest your most energy of the day, the best of you goes into this company. And what do the person give you back in return? You want to have to anything to do with persons with this mindset. Where is the heart? Where is the humanity? No, these people have nothing to offer to you, all right? This is madness. This is... Yeah, so you can't try to fit in with this shit, right? Yeah, rather do rather express yourself the way you are. You have nothing to fear. There's nothing wrong with you, okay? Your joy, your unfolding of your talents, showing your colors, it does not interfere with the energies of other people. You're not hurting them, okay? If you would do this, then you would be on that psychopathic side, as the covert narcissistic psychopath, these guys, and they are growing like a cancer, okay? They just find a social structure, a healthy tissue, and they grow inside without communicating with the outside tissues. And this is the definition of cancer. And you don't do this, Rather, you try to protect your private sphere. You don't want people to mess up with you, You value your own privacy, right? Okay, you understand me? So you have this natural feeling of hygiene, you were much too careful all the time with walking on eggshells. Now the people around you are rather afraid that you speak the truth about them. It's not about you. You can do what you want, but don't try to fit in. I talk about this example of the job because one of the most unhealthy things you can do, when I was working as a gardener still, I also had times where I wake up from my dreams in the morning, and the first feeling I get is a very bad feeling in the gut. Here it is. This is your spirit. Here is the solar plexus, the Manipura chakra. Okay, your gut feeling is like a brain. It's your intuition. It's your spirit. And when you have a bad feeling, you better believe it. And when you still go there day by day, by day, by day, by day, you destroy yourself. You will get sick very quickly then. Dis-ease, So, don't fit in, don't please people when they cannot give you something for your goodness, for your spirit, for your... You need to understand you're different. Those people who are operating on the bipolar nature of duality, they see everything as black and white. They can never understand you. They can never... They simply can't. You don't have to struggle to convince them or show your colors. They are colorblind, okay? So it's just do your thing. And when they don't understand you, they say you're crazy, and that's fine. That's okay. They want you to watch The Simpsons and the MTV. I'm old generation. Netflix all the time. And I'm not judging everyone here. Don't feel bad because of me. But they want you to just be fitting in the picture, consuming. Do what they do, okay? And if you diverge from this, they can't understand it. They cannot... So why are you walking on eggshells? I'm asking you, right? Charge up. Charge at the shadow. It's so freeing. It's so energizing when you're charging at the things you were afraid of. You are, anxiety, fear holds you back, and courage is on the same frequency. It's just a higher vibration. And when you confront these things, They vanish, they crumble, it's nothing, it's like paper, it's like it's thin like paper, the shadows that what have been projected. See, a shadow gets the bigger, the further away it is from its source. But source is just insecure people playing with fire, and it fires back, I'm promising you. Right, so, okay. This was the message for today, but I'm giving you 20% more content. If you subscribe now, no, I'm just kidding. See, some bonus content is you also need to get this deeper dimension to your language, to your words. Because you are not black and white, this and that, you can't be put into a category. People struggle to do that. And you have to enrich your language, look for poetry. Google the etymology of words, and when you find a word that is fascinating to you, Google the etymology, look for songs that are related to this word, like Epiphany from, man, I'm just out of context now. How's the guy called? Yeah, whatever. Passalieu. But look for the depth of words. When you understand what does Jerusalem mean, what does Bethlehem mean, what does Israel mean, it's not locations. But you can use it to anything. I don't only want to put it in this quote-unquote religious context. I'm not religious. It is not, if you allow it, if you have the power, is not a location. A location is a very low vibrational level of understanding. It has a meaning. Jerusalem means city of peace, okay? Bethlehem means house of God, house of bread, So you need to understand these things. And with all other words, like amazing, there is a maze in amazing, okay? And the maze is a synonym for Jungian psychology. The self is a maze. And, I just want to transfer the depth of language. A word is not just a word. A word has depth to it and heights to it. A poem can contain so much more information. It's like an oracle than a book, okay? The philosophy of Nietzsche is an oracle and a kaleidoscope. And when you take him word by word, when you take Nietzsche or the Bible or whatever word by word, it leads to confusion, to hate. No, they not do the work for you. They given you something that is so dense and packed and has so many dimensions. It's up to you. It's up to you to decode it and fill it and repeat this process over and over and over and over and over again. It takes time. It's not Instagram. No. Go slow, burn slow, bruh. Don't burn out, but burn on. I'm out. Let's go. We proud. Love y'all. Love and kindness. Yes. Serve Jah with gladness and love and kindness.